Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back to y'all's favorite
The
mashup, the only mashup.
only mashup, dude.
Yes, sir.
The only mashup, dude.
Yeah, round 29. We are back. Y'all know who I am. Who's that talking? Who's that talking?
This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA, and I could not be more happy to be here right now.
And BJ, look, I gotta say, look, shout out to BJ. He's the MVP tonight because I had some things going on. I have things going on tomorrow, but he was able to pull off a short notice fight, so he getting the bonus tonight.
Yeah, I got to get that bonus, and I made weight.
You
I
may
made
wait.
it on time. My audio sound good. I made weight.
Well, yeah, that's another thing, man. The audio is great, man. Like, hey, what be doing? Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, again, man. I just gotta tell you on the mic too right now while we here. You appreciate that, man, for stepping on
Absolutely.
tonight, man.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Listen, one way or another, the mashup is gonna happen, bro. We
Yeah,
can't miss the mashup, bro.
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact right there. And I just got to tell, look, everybody, look, this is where you come for that fanalist talk. If y'all
Yes.
want that fanalist talk, it's over here for real, man.
Yes,
But
sir.
but it's going down tonight, man. I mean,
Ooh.
whew, you see all of
Goosebumps,
these,
boy.
all of this
Yeah,
right here,
yeah, yeah. That's a
everything.
lot.
And
That's
you
a
see the
lot.
banner. You see the banner, BJ. WMMA delivered. I don't care what any casual fans say.
Yep.
First, we got to get out. We got to get that out the way, man. All these
Yes.
people, whoever got up and went to the bathroom during this fight, hey, that shame on you.
I'm
Shame on
sorry.
you. Well, I won't even say this fight, but these fights.
These fights. Yeah,
These
all of
fights.
them. Yeah. Yeah. That's on you, bro.
But hey, look, let me I gotta address part of the chat real quick. What's up to the chat? But I know Johnny Nova. We're gonna talk about this Grasso Fior thing, but
Yes, sir.
I gotta address Paul. No,
Uh-oh.
no, you don't, man. No, you don't. You don't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that, bro.
You ride or die, man.
Yeah.
You
You
saw
think
my look. You see what he said? It's
Yeah, it's
over
so
Barber game.
Barber gang. Nah, you can't do you can't do that. I didn't
Mm-mm.
jump. Hey, when Arion Lipsky beat up O'Neal, I ain't jump ship. You can't jump ship, dog.
Mm-mm.
Can't jump ship.
You going down with the ship, man? Don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm still calling you Barber gang, man. You can't
yeah,
do that.
absolutely.
Because hey, the Manon lost against Valentine, I'm still rocking with her. I still
Right,
rock. I ain't gonna do that, man.
right.
But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man, BJ, we got some good fights here, man. I might let you kick this off here because I wanted to talk about this Lipsky and Anaba fight, but I missed it. I got to go
Okay.
back and watch it still. So I just kind of want to get your take on it. Give everybody else take on the performance and how it how it shelled out, how it cracked up to be, man.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight. First two rounds, it was just a story. It was the same story of both rounds. You know what I'm saying? It was Lipsky kind of picking the Naba off from range. You know what I'm saying? And Naba was too reliant on the jab. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, combo, I told y'all, I said, watch how different Anaba fights than the way she fought against Dakota Ditchwood. Not one time really did, maybe once or twice did they clinch up, and it was Lipsky initiating the clinch. You know what I'm saying? I said I knew something was off with Anaba the way she fought with Dakota Ditchwood. Maybe it was something Ditchwood did, but it was a competitive fight. Lipsky was firing off those combinations, ending them with leg kicks, and just kind of outworking Samiko. Now Samiko was landing some good jabs in there. There was some good jabs. Um, you know what I'm saying? But she was missing a lot of shots, missing a lot of important shots in there. Um, it wasn't until like the third round when Lipsky started to slow down that Sumiko and Naba started to come on. You know what I'm saying? She started to pour on the pressure on Lipsky, and started to back Lipsky up and started to land that jab and started to land, come over with that 1-2, coming over with that right hand and was landing it. It was backing Lipsky, snapping Lipsky's head back, and
Mm,
kind of waking her up in there. But it took it was too little, too late for Samiko. Samiko was throwing some good conversations, but I mean good conversations, good combinations in there, but she just couldn't find her range that well because
mm,
every time she would enter, like the first two rounds, when you go back and watch it, you'll notice every time Samiko would enter with the double jab, uh, she was getting countered fast and hard by Lipsky.
mm.
It was countering her real fast and real hard, and was just kind of keeping. Lipsky found her range right away. Just Sumiko Anaba never really had the opportunity to find that range until like the third round. So,
Mm.
but when the third round came on, like if Sumiko would have started doing that in round two, she could have won the fight. Like if she would have started landing the way she was landing in round three, she could have won that fight. But it was just one round too late, man. And Lipsky still the same Lipsky. Third round, she slows that way down, and she let off one bit, and Sumiko started coming after her. But Sumiko gonna have to learn, like, her reach is real short too. I hate that about Sumiko, but her reach is real short, and that's gonna be a problem for Sumiko and Nava, against, because now in PFL you got, you know shoot, man, you got Ariane Lipsky, and she'd have fought Lipsky. You got Viviane Arujo. You got fighters with long jabs like Montana De La Rosa. You got some fighters that are going to utilize that reach, man. And if Sumiko don't figure out a way to make up for this reach advantage, she gonna get beat up in a lot of these fights. She gonna get beat up in a lot of these fights. And she's gonna have to
Yeah.
start committing to those shots more. She's gonna have to start putting a little bit more sting on those punches and not be so reliant on the jab. So she's gonna have to start attacking the body, throwing some more mixing up some more kicks in there if she wants to get back to getting those finishes and stuff. She kind of she let this one slip away from her. I was hoping she would turn it up in round two, but she didn't. But it was a good for rounds one and two. It was a good look from Lipsky. Even in round three, she was still putting some pressure on Sumiko and Namba. But I would say Sumiko won round three and dropped rounds one and two. But it was a good fight overall.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, kind of going back to what you were saying, like, yeah, that's what I was telling y'all too. Is like Sumiko, like, she's a killer. Like, she'll come after you, but it's that lack of like responsibility when it comes to her defense. She
Right.
stays in that pocket too long, and that's
Yeah.
what I was worried about in this fight. Is like the longer she stay in that pocket, Lipsky gonna catch her. She might catch her with her right hand, and from what you were saying, like it was one of those situations where it wasn't really like her dog being tested because we know she's a dog, but
Right.
it's just like the skill matching up to the experience of Lipsky. Because Marcus said Anaba was getting pieced up by Lipsky, but Anaba did better in the third round.
Yeah, she
Okay.
did.
Okay. So from what you saw though, with Lipsky being over here in PFL, is she fighting down to their level, or is she looking like a problem? Or is she looking
She
like,
looked big. Like she looked
mm,
kind of. She don't look as tight as she did in the UFC. Like I'm
mm,
talking about, and I'm talking about physically, like her body. Like she doesn't look as tight as she looked in the UFC. Like when you looked at Lipsky's physique in the UFC, she was had some of the best physique in the division. And she don't look like that in PFL. Like
mm,
something's changed about Lipsky, like the way she just looks. Period. Something's
mm,
definitely changed. I don't know what it is, but I mean, look at her face in the face offs. Like something's changed. Like I don't know if it's just her getting older, but something has changed. But she still was fighting like Lipsky.
mm,
She was still
okay.
she was trying to hurt Sumiko in there. She was trying to put that heat on her, and Sumiko just got that chin, man. And she'll walk through some shots, man, to land her own shots. But I can understand walking through shots to land shots, but walking through shots to not land anything, like Sumiko, you can't be doing that. You can't just be eating punches for free in there. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? But like Marcus Bell said, she did get some get back in that third round. She did come back and start landing some good, snapping Lipsky's head back with some good jabs, coming over with the right hand, landing punches to the body. Like she started to work in round three. And you know what I'm
mm,
saying? And I'm like, man, where were you at in round two? It took instead of Sumiko making Lipsky respect her and finding her openings, she waited until Lipsky slowed down. It was like it wasn't until Lipsky slowed down that Sumiko was able to find these openings.
mm.
I want Sumiko to be getting those openings, to be earning and scoring those openings instead of waiting on a fighter to slow down in order for you to start to have some success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I want to
I've
see her
seen
get
that
better.
before. I've
Yeah,
seen that before in her because it's like she fights so aggressive and she's like on that killer mode. Like when she sees you falling or fade, and she will jump on you. But I
right.
think I think it's like even in the Dakota fight when she sees that she's being kind of like out jabbed or out kicked, then she kind of doesn't make that adjustment to like
Yeah,
fight smarter. You know what I mean? I'm not saying she's a dumb fighter. I'm just saying like I think she has a hard time. I think her IQ ain't it's not as high as I thought it would be. You know, going into a level with even Lipsky here. But
right.
so do you think Lipsky like might make it further like to the point like a Tyler or Liz Carmouche did coming
Well,
from the UFC?
they seem like they want to push Lipsky. Like they seem like they like Lipsky over there. They was talking about Lipsky. It was just Lipsky.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So, barely any talk of Sumiko Anaba, but rightfully so, I guess. We look at the result of the fight, but as
okay.
much as I say that the promotion likes Lipsky, it's just to me whether or not Lipsky can beat everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like that's the only thing for me.
yeah. And I think that PFL, I know what they're doing too. They could be trying to build somebody up to
Yeah,
call a threat for Dakota too.
yeah.
That's one way to look at it too. Yeah, man. I mean, at this point, I think this is the best place for Lipsky. I actually would like to see her fight Jenna Bishop next. You
Yeah,
know, if
yeah.
I know Jenna's got a fight lined up, but if they, are able to make that, if Jenna gets by her opponent, that would be a nice style matchup.
Zaman says Anaba is a natural strawweight. I think did she fight at strawweight?
Um, I don't think so. I know her and Mac Judo fought, but I think
That was
Mackenzie
that
Steeler had
was
moved up to flyweight.
that was at flyweight.
Yeah, so
Let
it
me
kind
look
of
at
looked
her
like a
record and
strawweight
see.
fight, but I don't think she is. Uh,
Sumiko might be on the smaller side,
she is.
because it's not. No, she's always been a flyweight.
Yeah.
She's always been a flyweight. So,
And that could be because of the, lack of a strawweight division PFL. So,
well, actually, no. Actually, in her amateur days, she was a strawweight. She was an amateur strawweight and
yeah.
amateur flyweight champion. So it's like I don't know, like maybe Sumiko. I don't. It's always, but as far as like her professional career, which everything took place in Bellator, you know what I'm saying. So I
Mhm.
mean, she's always been a flyweight. So I'm gonna have. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe she should go down. Maybe maybe she would do better because it does seem like the biggest thing that's hurting Sumiko is like her reach.
I think so. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
even just like size could be a problem
Yes.
because I think she's got power and speed, but that's not enough against these bigger girls. So,
Yeah.
man, like if without a strawweight division, I think she's just going to keep, maybe skate them by and maybe meet some girls she can beat. But overall, when she fights the bigger girls, she'll be unmatched.
Especially she, running there, getting there with somebody like a Adarujo or De La Rosa, like
Mm,
oh, they gonna put that size,
yeah.
on her, dude.
Hey, speaking of Arujo, Marcus Bell said they got Arujo fighting Shanna Young.
If you want me to be honest, like give Adarujo a soft touch, like give her a soft touch.
That is a
I'm
soft touch.
I'm kind of okay with her getting a soft touch.
Yeah, that is. That is.
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay with her getting that, because she probably needs something like yeah. Viviani 37, 38 years old now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And it's not like a fresh late 30s like Liz Carmouche. You know what I mean? Like Liz
Vivi
kind of hit
been
that at the
through it.
prime.
Vivi been through it, boy. Vivi done been through it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, she has, man. But I'm gonna go back and check this fight out when I get a chance. Sounds like it was good though. It turned out to be good.
Oh, it was definitely a good, entertaining fight. Like both fighters showed up. Both fighters showed up to fight, and they were in there to fight. Like it was a good fight.
All right, cool,
But,
cool.
but I'm telling you right now, Sumiko Anaba is gonna frustrate you so much in rounds 1 and 2.
Okay.
Because she had me first. I was like, yo, what? Like, come on, Sumiko. Like, you're better than, like, like, where's the Sumiko that fought Denise Killhoes? Like, where is that fighter? I still have
Right.
yet to see that fighter in PFL.
Right. That
You
was a
know,
good fight. That was a good
she
fight
looked
too.
like a real flyweight in that fight.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, where is that Sumiko Inaba? I need that Sumiko back. But she
Yeah.
seems like she's not doing dumb things that she did in the ditch of a fight. Like she's not doing those dumb things anymore. And I'm
Mm,
glad because if that was the game plan, it was a horrible game plan. And
okay.
it's good to see Sumiko actually getting back to fighting like Sumiko. And then third round, like she fought like Sumiko and Anaba in that third round. You'll see. You'll see. It was
Okay.
very similar to the first. Well, no, never mind. Nope, I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead, Combo. You go on to the next subject.
Okay. All right. I actually just watched this fight just now. Um, just like yeah, not even let me see, just like half an hour ago before we got on here, I was snacking on something. I said, let me catch up on this because I was in and out the first time. But you know, it was what I expected from Bruno Brazil and even from Alexa Thainara, because Thainara was taking this on short notice. So I'm just glad that, she went in there and just 30-27 Bruno Brazil and didn't, give a any room to really take control and make it a bad fight. I heard some people booing at the clinches, but my thing is like, that's Thainara's style. Like, Thainara is not like a great striker or anything yet, or even like a solid striker, but I thought she came in here and performed, on a short notice. And to me, man, I think Thainara, she's gonna be a problem. Like, I think her style is gonna be a problem for this division, man. Like, kind of reminds me of like an early Aaron a little bit. Like, she just without the stand up game.
Right.
Like, she doesn't really have good form with like her kickboxing, but if she goes to the right place where these girls need to be going, the more Thailand, get that Muay Thai right, she could be a problem. But right now, I think just for the division, her overall physical strength and grappling is an issue, man, because Bruna Brazil, she's a big strawweight, but she was in there getting bullied again. It's almost embarrassing that a girl this tall and this thick, like she ain't even like as slim as Marina Rodriguez is, or
She
slim as
big for
yeah,
nothing.
big, but like Rose is slim for the division, but Rose could handle it. But she, yeah, is big for nothing, man.
She
Like
big for nothing.
Thainara was in there mauling her. Like
And she
every
was
time
so much bigger
Thainara
than
would hit her with a
Thainara.
leg kick, she would get a reaction out of it too. Like that was another thing. Thainara's leg kicks were nice. She threw some
And
nice
she was
leg
so
kicks.
much bigger than Thainara.
Yeah, so much bigger, but Thainara is, wide. She's wide
Yeah.
and she knows how to use it too. So I was impressed with that, man. What do you think about Thainara's style for the division though?
I wasn't impressed with either one of them. I wasn't impressed with either one of them, let me be honest.
Hmm.
I was just like, man, Thainara was supposed to get Bruno Brazil out of there, especially by that third round when she was
Hmm.
done, like when she was
Yeah.
spent, Bruno Brazil was spent in that third round.
Yeah.
And
And you
and
saw when that head kick landed on Thainara, she didn't even know how to capitalize on it.
she didn't even know what to do. That's the most success she's ever had in a fight. Like that's the closest, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the UFC, you know what I'm saying? Like in the UFC, her contender series fight was good, you know what I'm saying? But in the UFC, Bruno Brazil ain't really showed us much, man. And the way she slowed down and got real sloppy in that third round,
Hmm.
I was like, this ain't even like get her out of there, man. Like get this
Hmm.
girl out of here, dude. Like and Thainara should have took full advantage of it, and she didn't.
Well, I think to be fair with Thainara, I think her being on a short notice was just her coming to fight. I think she just
Yeah.
came to get the fight. I think, of course, yeah, like there's some things she need to work on. Like she had ground and pound opportunities, but she didn't take it. Like there was plenty of times like she could have stopped going for that can opener and
Mm,
and just landed some elbows like Kayla or like be a mosquito or something.
yeah.
So that needs to be there. But I'm not wowed by her style. Like more impressed by her work in there, and I think that's
Yeah.
what's going to be a problem for a lot of these strawweights right now. To me,
Yeah, and she's explosive too. Like I like the way she never was not doing something. You know what I'm saying? Bruno Brazil, she had Bruno Brazil frozen. Like Bruno Brazil was just standing there eating punches at some points in the fight.
yeah, I saw that.
And I'm just like, and that's my biggest thing. My biggest disappointment with Thainara is I think she could have just really got her out of there. She really went for it. But there could have been reasons. Like you said, this was a short notice. If this was a full camp, I think Alexa Thainara would have got her out of there. Like, oh, you made me train a whole camp for you to stand there and do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Versus, taking it on short notice, let me not empty my tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me not blow my load here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to finish this girl. I get it, but it worked out for Thainara. Short notice opportunity didn't look the best, but you got the win.
Mm-hmm.
She got the win, so it's good for Thainara. I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she won the fight. But Bruna Brazil, man, she's a mark at this point.
Man, it's sad because it's like I can't even make a defense for her. Like
Right,
Marina Rodriguez. I could make a defense for here and there because her striking was so good that she could fight a lot of fights and win with strikes. But Bruno Brazil, she can't even pick a poison. You know what I mean? Like
right.
she ain't good, solid on the feet. She ain't she she's not like this damaging striker to the point where she's just controlling and then might get taken down. Like
She ain't no
she's
fish on the ground. She ain't no
yeah,
fish.
everywhere, man. Like she gets drowned on the ground and then she's getting outstruck by Thainara, because there was a couple of shots, man, where she was getting binged, like you said in
Yeah.
that second round, she was getting binged upside the head. And I was like, yo, you know. So whatever style you put her in there with, I kind of see her getting bullied, man. What
How she mean lose to her, man?
what you
Like,
think, man?
how she
You
mean
think the
lose to her?
scissors, man?
I combo. I said it during the fight, bro.
I
I said
know.
it. I said it during the. It's time to let Bruno Brazil go.
Dang, man, like that. You
It's
don't even
time.
think she can handle like
But Sam Hughes would run through Bruno Brazil, bro.
I wouldn't even
I'm talking about the bad version of Sam Hughes that we just saw. A
yeah.
Sam Hughes that had an off night, like we just saw.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sam
That
would.
Sam,
That's another
that's
victory for her. That's a finished victory for Sam.
right.
Sam Page gonna pull off like a choke or something on her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Man, Thainara though. I'm gonna tell you right now who I want Thainara to fight. Lamos.
Boy, you trying to get Lamos out of there, boy. You trying to get Lamos out of there.
No, man, I'm just being real. Lamos Thainara. That's my matchmaking right there. That's was yes.
You think she would you think Amanda Lemos would fight that low?
Shoot, she number 8 now.
That's true. That is true.
She ain't
Yeah,
get.
you're
I
right.
ain't, she done getting privileges from
That's true.
even from me, man. Like, shoot, you ain't fighting Jan. You ain't fighting Verna again. Like, you
Yeah,
fighting down now.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Easy E said Bruno was thinking up in PFL too. There's nowhere for her to go.
Her style, man. I just don't get it, man. Bruna's style, like, it's not committed to striking or it's not committed to tie fighting. It's not committed to grappling. Like when she gets in there, she starts throwing these spinning kicks. She ain't even like throwing jabs, like Aaron was throwing a better jab. And even
Yeah.
we gonna get to this next fight. Casey O'Neill was throwing a heck of a good jab in her fight. So, you
Oh,
know,
Zama said Thainara versus Mizuki.
Mizuki's already got a fight lined up.
Oh, does she really? Who Mizuki
I think
fighting?
so. Hold on. Let me see. Because somebody
Dang,
posted
I'd
it the
almost
other
forgot
day.
about Mizuki, man.
Mizuki
God.
finally ranked too, man.
Say it again.
Mizuki finally ranked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she ranked 15, man. I don't want Thainara to fight low, man. Like she ready, man. She just fought low.
True.
She ready for Lamos.
He said she ready for labels.
She ready for Lamos, man. Ain't nothing against her, man. It's just what it is, man.
Yeah. What's next for Bruno Brazil?
um Sam. Sam or Yasmin Haurigi.
I was about to say Jacqueline Amaru.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Amram. Let me see, man. Like Amram done like stop 3 people in a row. She might be ready for a
But
rank.
she been getting
rank.
beat up though.
No. Yes, right. Amram did. She got beat up by in a way.
Yeah.
Mizuki. That's right.
Mizuki. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Bruno Brazil. Let's do it. Bruno Brazil, man.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
cause like Amram, her win streak was a little suspect too, because she beat. I'm just it was a little suspect. So yeah, go ahead and get that Bruno
Oh,
Brazil.
hey, but how was her winning streak? How was it suspect?
Okay, it was Ruiz, Corey McKenna, Vanessa Demopoulos, Poliana Viana. How many
What
of them are still in the UFC? But
man?
that's
What's wrong with that
Demopoulos.
winning streak though?
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I mean they were good, entertaining wins. But I'm saying like that ain't ready for nobody ranked though, man.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you right. You right. You
I'm
right.
glad you brought that up because yeah, Mizuki sure did outclass her, man.
Yeah, she did. She did.
All
But
right, BJ.
yes,
All
sir.
right. I know you want to run your little interview on me with this, man. We got to talk about the big dog fights here, man.
Yeah, we gotta talk about the big dog
First
fights.
off, shout out to both winners of these fights, man. Like flyweight was just on fire, man. And I like being proven wrong when it comes to stuff like this. I was not mad at
Mhm.
this fight, BJ.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's up? What you got?
Your boy was riding high. Your boy was riding high. And what got me was when they first when they first walked into the cage, man, and the camera panned over to Gabriela Fernandez, man. She just looked so big. Like she just looked so big. And I'm like, man, like, that's they're two different types of bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the way Casey's built and the way Gabriella's built, they two different kind of bodies, and I was expecting to go in the rounds 2 and 3 and see some work. I was expecting to see. I didn't think it was going to go easy for either fighter. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was going to go like that. I thought it was going to be a back and forth, possibly like a dog fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to see Casey O'Neill get back in the swing of things. You know what I'm saying? Get back in the thick of it.
Right. Okay.
And I wanted to see her, win a fight. You know what I'm saying? And she pulled that off, dude. But I knew something had changed when she came out and she started throwing those. She started throwing those combinations, throwing those long shots, man, and hip feints, and what I'm saying, the jabs to the body and slipping punches and countering. Like I was like, all right, wait a second, like this is an even better Casey O'Neill on the feet, and they was in the middle of it, man, and excuse me, they was in the middle of it, and Gabriella came forward, man, and Casey faded back and threw that check hook, bro.
Mm, that was a beautiful shot. That was a beautiful shot too.
It took me a minute to realize that Gabby. It took me a second to realize that Gabby was hurt, but bro, she stumbled backwards and like she had that look of confusion on her. And then Casey, like I seen Casey like go after. I was like, she hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she hurt Gabby with that punch, and
That
that
was
was the
that.
biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
I expected a fighter like Casey O'Neill when they get somebody hurt to attack and go after it. So I was less surprised by that part of it. I knew that if Casey were to ever hurt somebody on the feet, she's gonna pour it on, like she did Luana Santos. But she didn't hurt Luana Santos the same way she hurt Gabby.
No, she didn't. That's why I was like going into this fight with the mindset that I wasn't even going in a mindset that she would knock out Gabby. Were you?
No,
Yeah. See.
no,
Yeah. Like if anybody was to get a knockout, I thought yeah it would have been Gabriella.
you've been Gabby.
Yeah. To be honest, and you thought this fight would have been a war, right?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be I didn't think it was gonna. I thought it was gonna be competitive.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought, because Gabby's been at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I took
Exactly.
into consideration what you said. Like Gabby's been at it.
I told you, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what you hit me. You with the shock that I'm picking Gabby. I'm like, I'm looking at activity right now. You know that, and I'm just looking at like style. Like I'm looking at Casey coming off this. It ain't got nothing to do with Casey being like weak or scared or her being this bad fighter. I'm looking at like the rise in Gabby and then kind of balancing out.
Right.
Like that's not to be disrespectful and say, oh, Casey's, oh yeah, like she's just this bad fighter. No, I'm just looking at how they matched up. But like you said, man, that shot that landed was just a thing of beauty, man.
Bro, that was crazy how she did that, bro. Like That was crazy how she faded back and it was a check hook, bro. It was like a
Beautiful.
check hook.
From her, that's why I was so surprised, man. I was like, yes, I was surprised.
Yeah.
And
If you,
that's
if you,
what I've been talking about, BJ. That's what I just been telling you. I want to see from these fighters is I just want to see some better choices when it comes to throwing punches. Like you could throw punches all day, man, but that don't make you a good striker. But when you start dictating the pace and setting traps, we can talk. Like the thing that made this, I'm gonna say this. Look, the two things that wowed me in this fight was the shot that Casey landed that set everything up. And the second thing that wowed me was just like Gabriella's performance on how she just went down. Like I'll say two things, man. Like Casey fought a good disciplined fight. I like what I saw. Gabby fought dumb. It wasn't like a fluke shot either. I tell you, like some people say, "Oh, she just got caught. Oh, she
yeah,
got Casey O'Neill got lucky." No, Gabby fought dumb. Gabby was fighting dumb from the jump because I watched her. Look, I tell you, like 1 minute into the fight, something told me like Casey O'Neill might win this fight because Gabby was not setting anything up. She was just posing, looking for a big shot. She was just looking for a big shot like the first minute or so in the fight.
yeah,
And then when she tried to like catch up because Casey was landing more, that's when she was in that. She was already in like a rush mode and the fight just started. So when she steps in, Casey just sets up that nice left hook and just she set a trap and boom, she catches her. And then when she goes stumbling back, I was already like, oh yeah, she's done. I didn't even give her a chance.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
she ain't gonna be smart enough to clinch. She just gonna either try to trade and her hands are gonna fall down. And then as soon as I thought that, like she's laying there on the ground. So I was like, wow, wow.
Casey put that reach on Gabby though.
It was
Like
the re
Casey, that was it was a reach. Like you said, you ain't gonna call it a reach advantage unless you use it as an advantage. That was a reach advantage,
it was,
bro.
yeah.
Casey was
Because she
extending those
used it.
punches. She was extending those punches.
Yeah. It was like Gabby came out southpaw and I already knew she was just looking for this big shot. But Casey, and this is why I'm telling you, like before, like about Casey, I was like so worried about her striking is that she does run into punches or she likes to get into a firefight. And if she got into a firefight with Gabby, she probably would have gotten knocked out. But she came in here a little bit more patient.
Yeah, and
You know,
slipping punches.
slipping punches and, kind of changing levels, going up and down and throwing leg kicks to kind of measure and throwing a jab out. So I'm like, okay, she's doing some smart things. But when I saw Gabby waiting, I was like, oh man, Gabby's about to get pieced up because she's not fighting. Like she's looking for a knockout.
Right.
Casey came to fight, and man, I give Casey a lot of credit because when she hurt her, like she didn't try to grapple her, she started throwing more. She was confident in her punches, man, and yeah, I was impressed with that. I was impressed with that.
I was impressed with her. I honestly was impressed with her power, but I think that I think her power is coming from better technique.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if she has like these heavy handed, it's like really heavy power shots. I think it came more from that timing because she caught Gabby right on the chin.
yeah,
It was technique, I think, more so because that's something that she's been lacking. Because I think before she might have like stopped more girls when she threw flurries. Like even when she fought Roxy, she probably would have stopped Roxy. Something like she had her hands been heavier. But I think this one came down to just like perfect technique. Now that she's like really like understanding how to throw a
yeah,
shot, turn it over,
yeah.
she's starting to land better now.
Well, this team in Thailand that she's training with, this is actually her original team. She was
Mm.
training in Arizona and in Vegas in
Hmm.
some of her in most of her UFC fights. You know what I'm saying? And she felt like, she went on that skid. She felt like she needed to go back to her home team and just kind of get back to the basics. And that looks like that's really what they did.
Mm.
It looks like they really stripped her down, was like, all right, look, yeah, you learned some good stuff out there. But I was just looking at how she approached Gabby and how she approached Luana Santos. If she would have been using though, if she would have been on that level in her two losses, maybe she wouldn't have got caught like that by Lipsky. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because she was just wading into the fire with Lipsky. I was like, as happy as I was to see Casey striking like that, you know what I'm saying? But she was being a little overzealous with it, you know what I'm saying? And then in the fight with Jennifer Maya, you know what I'm saying? She let Jennifer Maya dictate for most of the fight before she really
Yeah.
started to put the combinations together. Like in the third round, she started putting those combinations together, and backing Jennifer Maya up. It was kind of a too little, too late type thing. But if she'd have had this poise and patience, you know what I'm saying, and this technique and this IQ back in those fights, maybe those fights could have been different. But going forward, Casey O'Neill, you know what I'm saying? Casey O'Neill, it's time to raise an eyebrow to the next Casey O'Neill matchup, you know what I'm saying? And like really give Casey O'Neill, a little bit more respect than what she's kind of been getting, because she's putting on the performances. She's putting on the performances that should be earning her some respect. She took two losses. One of them was a closer fight, but got blew through by Ariane Lipsky, and come back and fought the two fights that she's fought. Like since she's been back from those losses, like she's looked good. O'Neill's looked real good since she's been back from those losses, and she's looked better from one fight to the next. So it's like, she's on this path right now. She's always said, where she thinks she belongs in the division. And me being a fan, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say as a fan, but I'm being a fanalist right now. You know what I'm saying? And like, if she can continue on this path, you know what I'm saying, and knock off a Jasmine Jazz Divisius, you know what I'm saying, who was, and take that kind of take that spot of being that, that top five threatener, you know what I'm saying, somebody lurking right outside of the top five, you know what I'm saying, and then she'll be able to get those fights that'll put her there. But she's gonna have to constantly, like Casey O'Neill is going to have to take yet another step forward. You know what I'm saying? Like she did between the Luana Santos fight and this fight. She's going to take another step, you know what I'm saying? Because it may not always play out on the feet like this. So she's also going to have to be ready for the ground of fighters like Aaron Blanchfield, you know what I'm saying? Or be able to deal with, fighters like Manon or somebody if she, if and when she gets to that place, or Natalia Silva or something like that, or an Alexa Grasso, or Macy Barber. She's gonna have to fight these people if this is the trajectory that she's on. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, based off of what I saw, I think she's ready to be. I think she's ready to be in that pool of contenders. I think she's ready for that.
Okay. I'm gonna disagree there. Like I'm definitely giving her credit for where she's at right now, but I would move her a little slower. Like I think she's not with Manon, Aaron, and Natalia's yet. I think she's just like in that middle part, where
No,
she
that's what I'm
needs to.
saying. Like she once she gets through like the Jazz Divisius or the
Oh,
Cortez.
once she gets through
Oh
there. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like
Okay, yeah, yeah.
if she beats a Jazz Divisius and a
Yeah. If she
Cortez and a
yeah,
Rose, or maybe like a Rose or somebody, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If she can get through that, then yeah.
Right. If she puts those kind of names on her resume and still looks like good, then yeah, she'll have earned that. But like right now, I think she's in a good place coming back.
Yeah, for sure.
I think for me, the best way to describe like Casey O'Neill moving forward for how she fights and how she's built, um, I think she needs to be like a smarter version of like Juliana Pena. You know,
Absolutely.
like if
Absolutely.
you that long and you got that kind of reach, I
And that
think she
kind of
just need to
snap
keep
on your punches.
keep developing that jab, keep
Yes.
developing that jab. But unlike Pena, develop a two behind it. But move your head.
Yeah.
Move your head. Like that's something that she was doing smarter in this fight is avoiding big punches, and I think that's something she needs to do moving forward. Is just like kind of build off of that type of style and be a smart pressure fighter, but don't smother her punches because she didn't smother her punches in this fight. She didn't smother her punches in this one. She set a trap or two, and that's what led to this knockout. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm keep an eye on her. Yeah, that's what I say. I just want to see some style, man. I want to see some style. I think she put some you know, uh good string of punches together in this fight. So moving forward,
Rose.
I'll say Jasmine first. I like to see the Jasmine situation, or if Rose is open to that fight, of course, yeah. Like both of them are big tests, but Rose most definitely I think would be a bigger test. But I think Jasmine kind of needs this type of fight to see where her striking is, but let's see where Casey's striking is for that next level. You know what I mean? Like for that
Dude,
next rank
Casey,
and see.
Casey
Let's
would
see.
piece Jazzy up, dog.
You said Casey?
Casey gonna
Yeah,
piece her
yeah,
up.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if she can do that again to like another big wrestler and slow him down, then yeah, okay. Let's see that. But I would like to see the Rose fight to see if she can do what Aaron did. You know, can
Right.
she fight different levels? Like, can she go in there and control the clinch or the ground if she starts to get pieced up? Or if Rose is trying to force a grappling match, can she outstrike Rose? You know,
Yeah.
can she pull out whatever's needed in the fight? That's what I really want to see from Casey before I call her like this threat.
Oh, she's a threat. Oh, she's a threat. She's definitely a threat.
Okay. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
no,
I
she's a
just gotta
threat.
see it. I gotta see it moving forward because I ain't taking away from this Gabby fight at all. You know, I just know Gabby sometimes this girl, she fight dumb, man. And but that was on her. So Casey gets full credit for it to me.
So what's next for Gabby?
Oh, let me see. Let's look at the rankings here real quick. I, let's see. She was ranked number 14, so I give her an unranked fighter. Who's unranked right now? I'd say her and that Ernesta.
Anesta Kaskida
Yeah, let's do that.
or Regina Tureen?
Oh, damn, you think she fell that hard? You ready to give Regina Tureen that
No, it ain't
fight?
even that Gabby fell that hard. It's just that Gabby coming off a loss. You know what
But
I'm saying? And then Regina Tureen is an instant star.
yeah, she is. But I hate to get her ranked and she ain't ready. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I'd rather see Tureen and Dubin.
Yeah, okay. He want a dog fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, he want a dog fight.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but Regina, hey, one thing about Regina Torino, you're gonna have to fight her though. Like you
yeah,
gonna have,
yeah.
yeah, you're gonna have to fight Regina Torino.
Oh, Colostrum said Gabby versus Juju.
Gabby versus you could do Gabby versus Juju. Juju might catch a body though.
Yeah,
That
because
might be Juju get back fight though.
it could be because yeah, if she could use her grappling in that fight, and she
Yeah,
can walk through some fire and get you down, and we already know if you put Gabby on her back, she might have it. She might have an issue.
yeah, but if Gabby on her back with Juju on top of her, Juju might finish her though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy matchup, But yeah, man, Gabby gonna have to fight down. She gonna have to fight one of these tough girls, man. And and I, I don't know, man. I don't know because Gabby didn't do like it was supposed to be. I was expecting it to be competitive on the feet. Like I was expecting some good exchanges between the two of them. Like I really was, dude, because I know that Gabriela Fernandez can strike because I went back and watched the Carly Judice fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I went back
hmm
and watched those fights, and saw I'm like, okay, like Gabriela Fernandez can strike. Now she did get kind of frozen in that Wayne Cohn fight, but even in that kind of a state, man, she got Wayne Cohn and then got her out of there. You
yeah.
know, and
She landed a good shot and dropped. That's why I was like, oh, okay, like these are some explosive punches from this girl.
and she landed a head kick on O'Neal, man. O'Neal walked right through it.
Hmm.
I was like, man, but good shit by O'Neal. Good shit by O'Neal. I don't like that her and Tracy Cortez are so cordial on Instagram. I don't like that.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
I
and
don't
I was
like
just about to say too, like that could be a possibility, because Tracy's
yes.
in number 8, but maybe not because I know Wayne Kong called out Tracy Cortez. So if they do Wayne Kong, Tracy Cortez, then you do Casey versus Rose or Casey versus Jasmine, whoever really wants that call next.
Yeah.
Well, you told me right. Jasmine said Casey was on her hit list,
She
right?
said Casey O'Neal was on her hit list. I said,
Okay.
I'm like, okay. Of course, but she called her. Everybody calls out Casey O'Neal when she's injured. That's a weird thing. Like, yeah, Casey O'Neal's been injured a couple times, But that seems like when she's injured, that's when everybody calls her out when she can't fight. But as soon as she
Mhm.
comes back and wins a fight, nobody wants to say her name anymore. And it's like,
Mhm.
like I want to call Jazzy out and be like, yo, Jazzy, so Casey's active now. You still want to fight her? Because while she's been injured, that was every interview you had. That's what you said. When people
Yeah.
ask you, who did you want to fight? Oh, I kind of got a few girls on my hit list. Casey O'Neill. Yeah, okay, well, she's active now.
Yeah, she better watch that hit list talk though. Like I
I'm
just want Jasmine to work because hey, you speaking of hit, that's a
you can manifest that hit, can't you?
hey, don't get me started. But
You
I'm just
keep you
saying.
keep call, you keep calling for somebody and you get what you want and then you manifest that hit.
Mm-hmm.
Go
You
on to
know
the
that
next fight combo.
you yeah, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk recent hit. Let's talk recent number one hit.
What's up, Axel?
Oh
But
yeah, what's up, Ax? Oh boy,
I'm gonna let
man.
you take the reins on this one, dog.
All right, look, Grasso. I mean, take your poison, man. She destroyed Macy Barber. I mean, that's the only thing we could say. She beat her physically. I mean, both ways and mentally. She broke this girl. I mean, sometimes, man, when you call for something, you just keep calling for something like it's really prideful and you just keep saying, oh, that wasn't me the first time. And you still, what I mean, you can't live up to the hype and just, you can't own up to it and just say, hey, I lost the first fight. I'm better now. But you keep saying, oh, that third round was me, but that first and second round, that wasn't. I'm like, you got to stop that because Alexa Grasso's the one with the torn ACL in that fight.
Right,
She had the torn ACL and she still muscled through it and won. And now, all these years later, you still can't let that one fight go and try to get, what
right,
should be on your mind, the belt, you know? Again, like that would have been like a few years ago if Manon would have been like, oh, I want to fight Leo McCourt. I want to get that back. Man, that was years ago, you know?
yeah,
Why you chase? I mean, I know y'all in the UFC, but still, it's like, why are you chasing that fight when you've done so much more? You've already won like 6, 7 fights in a row instead of like going for the big dogs that are right there that will gladly fight you. One was willing to fight you back in May. I mean, y'all literally faced off,
right.
but you didn't get it. And you didn't want to reschedule it. You didn't want to reschedule it. So now you get what you want, but that get got you. All right. That's the best way I can put it.
Hey,
What
bruh,
she
real.
wanted got her, man. What and
Oh,
Grasso, when this fight took place, man, I was like, hey, Grasso ain't no slouch in this at this point. Like, I thought Grasso kind of fell from the championship realm, but in no way did I think she was going to fall to Barber. I know some people thought, oh yeah, Grasso is worn out. She's this, she's that. But I was like, that's against Shevchenko and that's against Silva. That styles make fights. But when you go in here against somebody familiar like Barber, who's not really like that high of a level when it comes to even striking, I was like, I don't think she's gonna have it like that. But dang, man, like I didn't know Grasso was gonna do it like that, man. Seriously, like
mm,
Barber, man, her problem was she was trying to take the fight to Grasso.
yep,
That's the dumbest thing you can do. I mean, ask Valentina.
right,
Like every time Valentina tried to take the fight to Grasso, she was getting bombed. It wasn't until she adapted and she became a wrestler that Grasso was easy pickings. But when you try to trade with somebody with these big hands, man, Grasso got them big hands, man. Come
right.
on. And Macy must thought like, oh, she can't take my power. Grasso took her shots.
What you did.
But you notice this, BJ. Look, I saw Grasso when she switched southpaw. I knew it was over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. Like I didn't know it was a knockout was gonna come, but I was like, okay, Grasso comfortable now. Like she's switching southpaw. She about to like just start boxing. And Barber was still disrespecting that. She didn't know where that power hand was coming. When she stepped in and I saw her catch that shot and spin, I was like, oh, it's done. It's
Right.
done.
Right.
Yeah, she wasn't getting up. She wasn't getting up for that. But
What
Grasso, she made sure, man, she locked it in. She said, "Yeah, you ain't getting up."
Grasso got underrated power though.
It's yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like technical power.
It's real technical power. Like she's got
Yeah.
heavy hands. She now when you talk heavy hands, like versus like you were talking about Casey earlier, I think that Grasso naturally has heavy hands.
Yes.
I think she does, and I don't think it shined as much in the past because of her fighting style.
Right.
Sometimes she would just touch and go. But the more you start to see her in the pocket with girls, she's starting to break them down.
She know how to fight in the pocket, dude.
Oh, she's
Like,
excellent, man.
yeah,
Like,
like she's good in the pocket, man.
mm-hmm,
And I noticed that in the first fight, like she was like one of the first people when for her and Macy fought that I
mm-hmm,
really saw like really engage Macy in the pocket like that. Like I was like, oh, Alexa Grasso really is a true boxer. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If you're not afraid to stand in the pocket with a heavy punch like a clobberer like Macy Barber, you know what I'm saying? Like if you stand in the pocket with Macy like Alexa Grasso, you have to have like if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna wade into the fire, your technique has to be on point. And I
mm-hmm,
noticed that when they fought that first time, like Grasso's technique, that's why she was binging Macy like that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You know what I'm saying? She was binging Macy in that first fight, and she's binging her in this one. I
yeah.
was like, man,
Because like you said, go back to what you said, like when Grasso stood in the pocket with Barber, everybody else that tried to trade would fall. Like even say Ebos, because
yes,
Ebos didn't have that technique to move her head in there. But if you look at this first round, like look how Grasso was like landing that right hand and kind of snapping Macy Barber's head back in the pocket.
right.
And she was dipping under. I was like, oh yeah, she's liking this fight. I was like, she likes this fight. And Barber was just making a big mistake, but Barber tried to match it. And Barber knows she can't match that, man.
Yeah, man. She was trying to box with Grasso, man. Like she was. Like you said, I think I heard you say like she tried to continue that third round. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
third, she tried to continue that third round. And nah, man, like you had and you had Grasso fresh too. She wasn't even Grasso wasn't even tired. Like
Mm-mm.
like she was fresh off the bucket, man. And you going in like that, man. Like Macy, it was big mistake by Macy, but Macy looked like she had a maybe have had a tough weight cut too. I have to say she did look like she was. She didn't look bad, but she looked thin. Like if you look at her face, like in that video she put up afterwards, like you could tell she had cut some weight.
It's either the weight or something going on, like illness wise. Because yeah, I noticed that too. Like,
She looked
look,
different.
yeah, just looking at her face, like it looks like something was wrong with her. Not, I ain't saying like wrong with the fight. Like, I'm ain't making no excuses at all. But
Right.
yeah, I know what you mean. Like, just kind of looking at her, like, is she still trying to just hide and mask like the weight struggle or something? I don't know.
Yeah, man. Cause she looked. Yeah, she looked. She didn't look like I don't know. It was something behind it. Like looked kind of empty. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it was. Something looked off for
Mm-hmm.
sure. But she. This is what. But I don't feel bad for her because this is what she been hollering about since they fought the
Mm-hmm.
first time.
Yeah.
Like it has been a nonstop call out of Alexa Grasso from Macy Barber. Like she has spoken on Alexa Grasso's name so much, man, and now she cannot ever speak Alexa Grasso's name again. Like, don't ever go out there and say make up some excuse as to why you got knocked out. No, Alexa Grasso beat you 2 times decisively. Like, you need to stop trying to run smoke with Alexa Grasso unless it's for a belt. If it's for a belt, you better take that smoke. But other than that, like chill and fight whoever the UFC tell you need to fight.
That, and I think she really needs to like focus on just her instead of calling out names, because it seems like every time somebody jump the gun and you start, and that's what I'm saying, like when interviewers ask you stupid questions, just don't answer it. Like she got sidetracked talking about Valentina, and
Right.
talking about, oh yeah, Valentina, oh Ronda Rousey, this and that, and jumping the gun. Oh yeah, I can't give away my plan for beating Valentina. I can't give that away, but we got a plan to beat her. I'm like, you don't even need to be worried about that.
Come on, you don't need to be worried about that. That's hilarious.
No, because now look, like, you couldn't even take the Shevchenko beating the way it was going to come. Now, instead, you couldn't get past the Grasso line, and
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have got by the Manon line or the Aaron line. But at least if she had called one of them out and maybe fought them, I would have had more respect than trying to pick on Alexa at this time. But hey, Grasso, she proved to everybody that like she ain't falling that far off of her realm. She's still in the elite category.
So does Grasso fight Manon next?
I'll take it. I'm gonna take that definitely now because I wanted the Barber Manon, but this makes
Ooh,
sense.
I don't know about Barber Manon.
No,
Manon.
no, no. I mean, it had
No, I'm
Barber.
saying, but still, Manon would. But
Oh, oh, that would have been like the Jasmine fight. I honestly think it would have and I think the Aaron fight would have been like the Grasso fight as well. I think Blanchfield probably would have submitted Barber at some point in the
yeah.
fight. Definitely. Yeah, that's the fight that makes sense now because if Grasso wants a fourth fight with Valentina, you got to make it happen against the top contender Manon. Then same thing with Manon, like after beating Jasmine, fight the former champion and see where you can go from there.
Say that last part again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, it makes sense for both Grasso and Manon to fight now because
Yeah.
both, well, number one, they did both fight on the same card back in May, and they both did suffer a rough loss, but they both came back with first round finishes,
Yeah, they did knockouts. Like they
knockout,
did. Yeah, they did. That is true. They did.
and they both wanted to fight Valentina again. So it's like, hey, you two fight while Natalia gets her shot.
Well, what does that leave? And what does Aaron? Who does Aaron fight?
Oh man,
You
Aaron,
know,
Aaron.
like
I hate to
who
leave
does
her out.
Aaron fight?
I hate to do that. Hold on, let me pull up the rankings again. Aaron is number 3. Grasso number 4. Dang man,
That leaves nobody for Aaron.
nah, cause yeah, she already beat Rose and that Macy action. Oh, Macy gone for a minute, I
Macy
believe.
gone for a minute. Yeah, Macy gone for a minute.
He said she.
We won't see. We probably won't see Macy again until 2027.
Dang, you should taking
No,
the
I'm being
rest of the
dead
year
serious
off.
because they probably gonna put her out for 6 months.
Yeah, yeah, because she got stopped in 2 ways, so she might
Yeah,
be out for like a good 6 8 months. So,
yeah,
and you know what, Grasso's the only other fighter to score that Marina Rodriguez win. Where remember Marina stopped Ebas 2 times in a
yeah.
fight.
She did stop Ebas twice, man.
Now
Poor.
Grasso stopped Barber 2 times in a
She
fight.
did. She stopped her 2 times in a fight, man. Oh, um, I don't know. It's. I'm down to see that fight, but somebody got to fight Aaron Blanchfield. Maybe
Yeah.
Whaley.
Oh, wait, that's. Mm.
I'm just
Oh, okay. I'm playing matchmaker right here. You done stir something up.
I'm
Okay.
just saying. If
Eh, you want that flyweight action? Yes. Okay. Aaron versus Whaley. All right. That way we can get Mackenzie Dern and G Rob.
Mackenzie. Well, I know. But I wish that would happen. I wish that would happen. I wish it would happen like that. Because if Whaley want to really play that flyweight game, like if you really want to come up to you were so passionate about being a flyweight to fight Valentina. All right, well, let's really play that flyweight game then. Like,
Mm-hmm.
get in there with Aaron Blanchfield. And let's see if you make it out of that, we'll take you seriously at flyweight.
Mm-hmm.
You beat Aaron Blanchfield, we'll take you serious. Even then, I still won't take you serious. I don't even think that'll make me take you seriously.
he said won't make it. No, I like that though. I like that. Oh,
Yes,
hold on real quick. Easy said I think Manon with Ragdoll Grasso in the clinch combo. Um, I'm a little nervous about that fight now, man. I mean, that's how it is. Sometimes you see these knockouts, man. Like I need to see the fight now. Axel said Manon's team texted the UFC matchmakers and said they agreed to fight Grasso. I mean, it makes sense now. But Aaron, hold on real quick. Aaron, dang man, because Aaron beat Rose and Tracy. Would it have to be Jasmine, man, or Wayne Kong?
but I don't think Aaron gonna fight down though. Aaron don't want to fight down.
I know, like she don't deserve to either. Like she really don't at this point. Like
I
she needs
mean,
to be in
I
this
mean, if you
realm.
want me to be honest, if you want me to be 100% honest,
Uh-oh.
we can't go.
Uh-oh.
We can't go ahead and say that
Uh-oh.
we don't know when Valentina's going to return.
I know what
You
that
know what I'm
means.
saying? We don't know when Valentina's going to return.
Spill it,
You
BJ.
so put her in there with Natalia Silva. Put
Oh
Aaron
boy.
in there with Natalia Silva.
Oh man.
Yes. And let's see if Natalia Silva can keep Aaron Blanchfield off of her for 5 rounds if they get a main event or for
Oh
3 rounds.
man.
Let's see if she can keep Aaron off of her.
Do y'all agree? What y'all think?
I
I mean, at
mean,
this point, like, I don't. If what you're saying is true, I don't know. I'm riding high off
mm,
this Grasso win right now.
yeah, yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just being 100.
Dang man. Okay. Okay. All right. I will say this: Manon Grasso, if it happens, 5 round main event for UFC Fight Night.
Yeah, absolutely,
Hmm.
absolute. Any of these girls could be any of these girls,
And
any of
put
these matchups.
and I would say put Jasmine versus Casey on that card.
Yes, on the main car opener.
Yeah, I would say yeah, put them on there. Yeah, put them on there. That would be real action right there.
Yeah,
Wesley said, "Do you think Whaley regains the strawweight belt? What do you think?"
it's tough to call right now, man. It's tough to call right now because Mackenzie. Listen, this is the era. This era right here, man. 2025. There's been a lot of proven point. There's been a lot of fighters, a lot of female fighters out here proving some damn points. And a lot of girls are out here like the competition is elevating. These girls are getting better right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say that Wei Lee is just going to go in there and beat Mackenzie Dern because Mackenzie Dern is an elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? She's a fantastic fighter who has evolved. You know what I'm saying? She has gotten much better at what she does. Her hands have gotten better. She's outboxed her last two opponents. You know what I'm saying? Like she's put her hands on them. You know what I'm saying? So just like we saw Alexa Grasso get better, just like we saw Casey O'Neill get better, these fighters are getting better. And Mackenzie Dern is not exempt from getting better. So I'm just saying, I can't just jump on the board and say, oh, Whaley gonna beat Mackenzie Dern. I can't just say that, man, because Mackenzie Dern is looking good and she is ready.
Okay. I hope that answers your question on his side, Wesley. I think for me, I think she if she fights Dern, honestly, I think she could get her belt back. I think that Dern will improve and she will train her butt off for that fight. Uh, I wouldn't count Dern out at this point, when it comes down to just her heart and determination, because that means she's
Right,
always going to be looking for a way to win. Like the
right,
more reckless you are, the more she capitalizes. So
right.
the only really way I could see her pulling off a big shot would be to catch Whaley maybe overconfident, or just catch Whaley maybe coming in thinking she can out grapple or out wrestle. But I think Whaley would have to be on her toes, mixing the fight up. If she is doing that, I think she could get her belt back.
Yeah, but standing and trading with Mackenzie Dern is dangerous too. Now I should say that standing and trading with Mackenzie Dern is dangerous now. I think Mackenzie
Yeah.
Dern could. I understand Jason Perillo is one of the best striking coaches ever, but I think it would be great if Mackenzie Dern went to Thailand. Like if Mackenzie Dern went to Thailand and trained with whoever the fuck is training Casey O'Neill and whoever's training Aaron Blanchfield, like that, I think would help her a lot because if she can come out, she's come out a lot better now. Don't get me wrong, she's come out. Her box has been a lot better, but there's some things that Muay Thai training could help sharpen the corners for Mackenzie Dern. Like I feel like her corner, if you see what I'm saying, the analogy I'm using, like I feel like her striking corners are very round right now, versus like Casey O'Neill's was her striking corners were very round too. Now Casey O'Neill's striking corners are looking sharper. You know what I'm saying? And Mackenzie Dern's, if she could use a sharpening like that, and if she did that, like I think that Mackenzie Dern could hold that belt for a long time because I don't think there's anybody that's gonna be. I don't think there's anybody other than Jillian Robertson that's in any hurry to get to the ground with Mackenzie Dern. You know what I'm saying? Even or Tatiana Suarez. Those two fighters are the only two fighters that I don't think is in any hurry to get to, that I think would be in a hurry to get to the ground with Mackenzie Dern. They, I think, will test their ground game against Mackenzie Dern. But other fighters are not really going to want to play with Mackenzie Dern like that on the ground, including Zhang Wei Li. So I don't know. I think I think it'll be. I still think that it could be. It's going to be a competitive fight though, because like I said, Mackenzie Dern is looking sharper than she's ever looked before. This is the best version that I can ask to be in a fight with Zhang Wei Li.
Okay. Wesley says he's asking some questions. He said, "Where is Irene Aldana?"
She on the missing list, dog. We already talked about that. She on the. Hey, we found Melissa Gatto. You know what I'm saying? We found Melissa Gatto.
Yeah, I keep in contact with Melissa Gatto as much as
Yeah,
her
yeah,
Portuguese and my English can collide or clash with what he's
yeah. We
training.
found her, but she traded places with Irene Aldana. Irene got beat up, and she out.
Man, man, she had to heal up, man. I'm on her IG right now, and she's in the gym rolling. She posted up some footage of her rolling in the gym 10 hours ago,
Okay,
and she's
okay.
wearing her grappling suit. She's training. I know Wesley Cavalcanti called her out. She wanted that fight in September for the UFC Noche card. That would be a banger.
Yeah,
But
Irene better call somebody out.
yeah, but
She better.
Cavalcanti's having to fight Ketlin now, so
That's
Cavalcanti,
a hard fight.
yeah. Irene Aldana, where is she ranked right now? Anyway, hold on.
She's like number 7 or 8, ain't she?
Yeah, she's six. Yeah, yeah, around
6.
that
Okay,
period.
6.
Okay. So you never know, man. Yeah, they might give her somebody like Bia, man.
To be a, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. She too Irene, man. She too unpredictable, man. You never know, like if she gonna put them hands on somebody or if she gonna play around. Like you just never know with Irene Aldana, man. She big. Sometimes she big for no. It ain't sometimes. Most of the time, she big for nothing. And like Irene, man, she could be like I kind of see her like if like she could be dangerous. She could put that fear on the feet in girls the same way GDR did. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
you
yeah.
look how you know what I'm saying? Like girls were very aware of what GDR could do on the feet. Like when they fought her that way. Like
That's
Juliana Pena. Yeah, look how cautious Juliana Pena was when she was in there with GDR. Like who makes Juliana that cautious? Nobody makes Juliana that cautious. You know what I'm saying? And but Irene don't pull the trigger like that. I hate that though. I hate that she doesn't do that.
and she don't seem to adjust like Grasso with them two being in the same camp like that.
Yeah.
Like Grasso really can snatch up a girl on the back real quick. Like she's really working her jujitsu. She said that too, like in her post fight Saturday night. She was like, "Yeah, I'm always, like working on my jujitsu now." She was like, "I wanted to make sure she was done. Like I knew I knocked her out, but she was like, I wanted to make sure that she was out, or I had the victory." So, she was like, "I'm always training my jujitsu." So my question is like Irina, I wonder if she's doing the same thing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like they don't even train in the same camp.
You know, well, it is because I think it's just who learns. It's just like a classroom. You know what I mean? It's just like a classroom. Some people pick it up, some people don't. Because Laura, she was in that camp too, right?
Yep.
Shout out to Laura. She did get a victory not too long ago, right?
Laura's trying to rack up some wins on the regional scene though. Like if she gets a couple more wins on the regional scene, like
She
PFL
got a
should
title fight coming up.
yeah, PFL should probably sign her if she wins this title fight. Like I think PFL should sign Laura. Like get her in there, like put her in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Easy said, I remember when people said Irina was a threat to Nunes.
Well, you remember that conversation, though, bro? You remember when people was really saying that?
Yeah.
And I
Kind of
was
had me thinking, okay, maybe her left hook could do something, but
just
shoot.
people really
Oh,
was
oh
really
man, hold on. Jalen Salazar. Funny you mentioned that. He said GDR put Juliana to sleep with a chokehold. Well, we're gonna do a round by round on that fight again next show.
yeah, but what was we but what does that have to do with how cautious Juliana approached her though? That doesn't mean the fact that she beat Juliana with a choke is not related to the comment I made about that fight though.
Oh yeah, that's what he was getting
Yeah,
at.
like I'm just trying to figure out how does that relate to how cautious Juliana approached her. But yeah, but anyways, yeah, Juliana almost knocked her out with that left hook though.
that left hook, that left hook landed. That
that,
left hook was some money shot.
that
I
left
ain't gonna
hook.
lie because I was mad at GDR in that fight when she was getting out struck. But when I saw her get that guillotine, and then
Yeah, that guillotine was crazy.
I saw Juliana's legs just like drop. I was like, oh, she out.
She
She
choked. She
out.
choked her out. I know Juliana was mad as hell at herself. But she redeemed herself though. She redeemed herself, which
Oh
is all
yeah.
about redemption. It's all about how you come back from losing, and that's
Yeah.
why so many people lost so much respect for Ronda Rousey. Like Ronda's not seeing why she always say, "Oh, I think I would get booed if I went to a UFC event." Well, why do you think that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think that? You know what I'm saying? And the reason is you reacted so badly when you lost. You know what I'm saying? Like you lost and you just turned your back on the fans that got you to where you was
Yeah.
at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you turned your back on your fans, but and you didn't want to come back and fight again. So the fact that fighters like that come back, like Casey O'Neill, for example, comes back. Alexa Grasso came back in a huge way.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at the conversation that's being had about, we know one win can change the conversation that you have about somebody. Like people were saying, oh, Grasso was tired. Grasso needs to retire. She don't have that hunger in her no more. And then she comes out and does this, and now look what people are saying about Alexa Grasso. Said the same thing about Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill is not put together. This and that. She's a C-level fighter. This and that. And now she comes out and does that to Gabrielle Fernandez. Now look at what people are saying about Casey O'Neill. So one fight can change everything. But I'm glad, it's good to see Grasso come back like that though. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Because
it's so good to see that.
yeah, because it will put a it will put, based off what the fans see, it will put things into perspective. Especially like I think the thing with Grasso though, like to be fair with Grasso is like her going on that kind of a downside for like after winning the belt and then almost taking 3 years to get a victory. But she didn't get salty about it. She went right back to work, right? She made taking her little break off, but she didn't try to get mad at anybody or blame anybody. She understood because now when she got there, she beat Macy Barber. She's happy because she knew that she kind of fell off a little bit,
Right.
but she took accountability. That's the thing with Ronda. Like Ronda ain't really taking accountability. You have to take accountability. Like why you lost. It ain't because of the fans. It ain't because all this other stuff. Just give Holly Holm the credit that she deserved that night. She was the better fighter. You
Right.
know. Um, and now too, like the thing with Ronda is too, like I think a lot of things turn people off is like, okay, yeah, you might be telling the truth about the pay with Dana, but you only saying that now because he didn't give you your money for the Gina Carano fight, right? Because she came to
Yeah.
him first and presented that fight, but now that they didn't want that fight, now you letting everything out. So it's like, is it really because you salty, or are you really genuinely trying to help these other fighters out?
Right. Exactly.
And my thing is like,
Yep.
Valentina seems to be more genuine about it because whenever somebody like Khabib says something about WMMA, she's always coming to the defense of the sport.
Right.
Valentina's always like clapping back at anybody that puts the sport down. I really don't hear Ronda kind of doing the same thing.
Right. I've heard a lot more than I've heard a lot of female fighters actually speak up and say things about it. You know, and Ronda ain't never really been one of them. Ronda, any headlines you see from Ronda is like a salty comment about
Hmm.
her. You know, her used to being, her being, formerly in the UFC and whatever. Like, it is what it is. But Ronda's time has passed now. Her time has passed. It's no longer her time anymore. So
Hmm.
you know, I like where the focus is now on women's MMA and looking at, you know, for me it's less about star power. It's never really been about star power for me though. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's never really been about star power. But for the mass fans, for women, in order for you to be anything, you had to be a star and a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think now the focus on women's MMA is really about focusing on high level fighters. And these
Hmm.
fighters and these female fighters are showing that they are high level, man, and they are putting on some good stuff in 2025. 2025 was a great year for
Hmm.
women's MMA, man. And as I remember, it seemed like yesterday, beginning of this time in 2025, what was me and you saying? Man, 2025 started off with a bang, man. Like this
Oh
is one of
man.
the best years for women's MMA. Now look at 2026,
Hmm.
you know.
Hey,
So
look, Crispy Dubin, look, Zombie Girl, and Jocelyn. That's all that came to mind,
Oh
man.
my gosh, man. Gee.
But look, right now we got all of these flyweights finishing. Look, Manon, Jasmine, Grasso over Barber, Casey O'Neill over Gabriella, uh, Aaron choking out
Crazy.
Cortez. It's like, how can you complain? These fights are delivering, man.
These fights are delivering, dude. Yeah, these fights are delivering. And the flyweight division is, the flyweight is everything, man. You got knockouts, you got submissions, you got dog fights. Like the flyweight division is giving everything, all at once, and it's definitely the division, man. It's definitely the it division right now. And I think it's got the most talented fighters in this division, and it's the division to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of my friends, they know who is in what division. When I say Alexa Grasso, they automatically know who's around Alexa Grasso. They know they're like, oh, they sometimes they can't get the names right, but they say like that big French girl. I know they're talking about Manon. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they say, what's the little scrappy girl? I know they talking about Aaron Blanchfield. What's the Mexican girl? Alexa Grasso. The Russian girl, Valentina Shevchenko. They know exactly who's around who when you see a division. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely the division right now. The rest and the other two divisions are heating up. They heating up too.
Mm-hmm.
They hotter than they've been in a long time right now. But it's still all about the flyweights right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, Easy E. I think that's kind of been benefiting the fans more that they focus on making better cards than just building up a star. Like
Yeah.
I've been liking what's been going on. Like I can't tell you who's like a star, but I can tell you like who's a good fighter and who's putting on good fights.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been needing. I think they need to stop that star stuff because then you got people who get out of line. Like you can't get John on the same page. You get Connor. They can
Hmm.
take 5-6 years off and think they can ask for $50 million. It's like, man, come on.
James. James said ain't nobody beating Valentina.
John said Grasso should fight Manon next. Yeah, that's the fight to make.
That's the fight to make. That's
That's the fight.
absolutely the fight to make. And if Manon was smart, she would take that fight.
Axel said they just agreed to fight her.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
absolutely the fight to make, man. Ooh wee, I
and
don't
I'm gonna
even.
talk about that. I got to early talk about that because it can
Yeah,
be dangerous on both sides.
yeah,
Like I said, WMMA rule number one: don't trade with Grasso. That's number one. Like you don't go in there and trade with her like that.
Manon gonna have to body Grasso.
Yeah, most definitely.
She
Like
gonna have to
body
body
or
Grasso.
pick her apart. Pick her from the outside like Natalia. But you know, don't try to get rolled like Valentina did. That's
I can't believe Valentina dropped Manon.
Did she what round?
4. Wasn't it for 4 or 5?
It was like at the end of the end of one of the rounds. Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe she dropped Manon like that. I was like, what?
I can believe it. Valentina's a solid time striker.
Yeah, yeah, but man, like I can't believe Manon went down like that.
No, I believe it. I can believe it. Valentina is a pinpoint hitter like that. You know,
You
like
also in 2025, you also seen some big girls get dropped too.
oh man, yeah. Paul said, serious question. Did we just see Macy ceiling in the UFC? Yeah, I'll say yeah. I think so. I think I seen her ceiling. For me, I think we have seen her ceiling because we kind of saw some close fights even on that long win streak, and it was just kind of a matter of time before somebody that was on the elite level kind of put her, I hate to say it, put her out, literally. Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, I think we definitely seen her ceiling because it ain't just in the performances, it's kind of in how she was choosing.
Yeah,
Everybody else that was trying to get to the top, like Aaron or somebody, or even Tyler back in the day, Tyler Santos, they were fighting whoever was put in front of them.
whoever they
Yeah,
was
they
fighting,
weren't
whoever.
asking. They weren't trying to say, "Oh, I want this, I want that." Like they were always getting matched up and they were performing. But even with her getting the pick, we were seeing a ceiling because again, she struggled with fighters like Andrea Lee, Miranda Maverick, Chikagan. I mean, she did finish Ebos, but still,
Yeah,
like you get this rematch back and boom, she just, she got finished. So I don't think we'll see her go on another win streak like that again. I don't know if we'll ever see her reach the top three because there's names in there that she won't acknowledge. And if she
yeah.
keep calling Aaron a cardboard box, then yeah, I think we see her ceiling.
And ain't and won't even have a conversation about Manon. Soon as you say Manon name, she jumps subject.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, Macy, man. Like, you supposed to be that type of girl. Like, you tricked us. You had us thinking it was, when you got that win over Jillian Robertson, you got that win over JJ Aldridge. We thinking, oh, okay, Macy coming in here to, like, she taking out some solid girls coming up the flyway. You know what I'm saying? And then, went on this streak and stuff like that. Like, she fooled us. She been cherry picking the whole time.
Mm-hmm. All right, Wesley got a question, BJ. What do you think about this? Do you believe Valentina will beat Silva? And if she does, is there anyone left in her division that can do it?
My answer would be, do I think she can beat Silva? Yes. I do think Valentina can beat.
Listen to BJ.
I mean, absolutely. Like, I mean, that's what kind of question is that? Yes, she can beat Natalia Silva, and yes, there are other girls in the division that can beat Valentina. Of course, I mean, you're talking the best flyweights in the world. I mean, come on now.
Easy said, "Combo, did you see Keith Thurman fight?" Yeah, I saw. I didn't watch all that fight, but I saw enough of it to say that that stoppage was right in boxing. Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, yeah, Shevchenko, she's done it time and time again. She has the ability to do it, and I still think there are girls that could, come up and give Valentina a good fight,
yeah.
and even somebody could pull off an upset. You just never know.
Nobody thought Alexa was gonna do it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But shoot, BJ, man, we got a good show tonight, man. I
Yeah, this
mean,
was a great one. I'm glad we decided to do it tonight because we
yeah,
fresh off them fights.
yeah. That's what I said. Like, even I know, like we do it on Tuesday, but even if we were going to rush it tomorrow,
Right.
we've been sitting on it. But man, yeah, yeah, we still fresh off these fights, man. I mean, you know what? When I turned my TV on, when I sat down like a few hours ago, as soon as I turned it on, you know what was playing?
What was
They're playing Grasso Barber rematch, like just on one of the streaming channels.
really?
Yeah, it was already on in place. So I said, okay, let me watch this knockout again real quick.
Couple, you think Macy was playing it up a little bit?
Yes, yes, yeah. I think, man, like I watched it. I watched all of it. I watched like when she got knocked down, then she got choked out, she rolled over. I kind of saw her eyes blinking and her head moving a little bit, like. she wasn't twitching or nothing. It was just almost like the shocker of like, man, I talked all that trash and now look at me. You know what I mean?
Like I'm gonna play it up real bad so I can get some sympathy and feel better about getting knocked out.
Right. That's kind of what it looked like to me when she was just laying there. It's like her life flashing before her eyes, like Valentina, all of that, because she talked all that junk. Because some girls, when they out, man, their whole body be stiff. I mean, you see like Victoria Leonardo, um, Jossie and Nunez, when they got knocked out, their body was stiff, man.
Jessica
But
I.
Jessica I, but she was just like laying there, like thinking. She was like, "Should I get up now?"
Come on, chill.
I'm just saying, man. Like she talked a lot of junk, though, man. She talked
A
about
couple said
Aaron.
she was just laying there thinking. You tripping, Combo.
I'm just saying because she talked junk about all these other fighters. Oh, Valentina got her OnlyFans. Manone's boring. Aaron's a cardboard box. I'm just saying, hey, I'm just you ain't back it up, so I'm just calling it what it is. I ain't making fun. I'm just calling it what it is, man.
Man, that's so funny that you said she was laying there. She was laying there thinking, dang, how did I get here?
Like what is them little memes they always do like about them BET movies? Like how'd I get in this mess?
Like the movie starts off like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, that's somebody says Spacey. Spacey Barber.
Oh
Oh, come
wow,
on,
Spacey.
Stamina. Come
Oh,
on, man.
Spacey Barber. It ain't gonna stop now.
Oh
And
man,
all
they
these
tearing her
pictures
up.
too. These
They te-
pictures of her.
yeah, bro. They got her on a bed. They got her there. Like they doing everything. They tearing Macy up. And I know she don't even want to look at her Instagram and stuff, but as soon as she open Instagram, she see that stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
hopefully she bounced back, take some time off. I'm not even opposed to Macy taking the rest of the year off. She'll still keep her ranking. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. Who knows what the flyweight landscape will be like when she gets back. Like I said, I mentioned this to you. Chukagian keeps saying she ready to come back.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got
Yeah, I told you
California.
I sent her a message, right? And she
Yeah,
sent back and said she just waiting on him to answer, send her.
yeah,
She's waiting on the call. Waiting on the call,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm ready to see Chook. I'm ready to see Chook back. Who knows? Chook might come back and school somebody. Like, I mean, let's just be real. Like, Chook might come back and school somebody. Chook versus Rose. You
Mm-hmm.
know, something.
Shoot
So
versus Rose. That's not a bad fight, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, who knows what'll happen. So I'm okay with Macy taking the rest of the year off for real. Like heal and get better, and then come back, get you a soft touch, get back in the game, and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And
I just
really win some fights. Like really win some fights. You
yeah.
know,
And just fight. Like stop talking. Some people
stop
just gotta
talking.
stop
Yes,
talking. And just fight.
just fight.
All right, BJ, man. I see the chat over here talking. I mean, if you ready to
Mm.
wrap it up, just let
That's
me
up to
know.
you.
All right, hold on. I'll take a few more questions here
Yeah.
because we got some people asking stuff. Wesley said, "How do you think Dakota versus Liz would go?"
Ooh.
That's a tough one, man, because like that's really Dakota's good left. That's like her only test left to me in the PFL. Uh, if Liz can't get her down, I think it would be a long night. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I don't see Liz as being this technical fighter that's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna find a way to outstrike her on the feet. Like Liz uses her strikes to set up a lot of stuff, but she does have good leg kicks though. And I have not seen anybody um attack the legs of Dakota the way that somebody like Liz could and would. Liz, that when she fought Alima Lay McFarland, that was like a competitive striking match. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of like the level of striking that Liz could be competitive in, and that's the level of striking that she could entertain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in trying to entertain somebody like Ditchova, I don't
No.
I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her doing that.
No, I said that too because all I had to do is think of like when she fought Valentina in that rematch.
Yeah,
It was keep away. You know what I mean? Like she just kept away all night, and like if you can't get in on the reach of Dakota, if you don't choose to maul Dakota, which I even then I think would be kind of tough because Dakota knows how to use that tie clinch really well. It
yeah,
would be kind of a tough fight. I think I would see honestly just early. I would see Dakota probably winning that fight.
yeah. Early pick, early pick. I would say that too. But if Liz decides to put that strength on Dakota, though, like, see, I don't know if Dakota has that level of grappling. I ain't seen it tested yet.
Yeah,
Colosseum, I mean, Marcus, who was it? Colosseum says De La Rosa versus Dakota. I would like to see De La Rosa get a couple fights in because it's been a while since her last fight. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, even though she did look good in that last fight, I would like to see her get a couple fights before a fight like that. But I think Montana could mix it up in there with Dakota because Montana's got the size. You know what I'm saying? And she's got the grappling. So we'll see. But it's a slightly different landscape at PFL right now. It's a slightly different landscape with the
yeah, I like it.
insertion. Yeah, with the insertion of these UFC fighters. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna have to see how that play out. That division's hot right now too.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, I like a lot of the girls there too. Like, I'm still a fan of Jenna Bishop too. Like I know she came
Of
up short in
course,
some
yeah,
fights, but maybe before she retire, I got to get an interview with her. Chop it up. We'll see. Um, Dakota's outside fighting stamina says more effective than Liz's outside fighting. Oh yeah, most definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah, but it's when they get on the inside that would be Dakota's best bet. No, not Dakota, but Liz's
I mean,
best
Liz
bet.
is best. Yeah, like clinch her up and take her down. You know what I'm saying? Because Liz is strong enough to get a big fighter like Dakota down. To me, I,
Yeah.
I think so, and I think
Oh
Liz
yeah,
is
I think
explosive
so.
enough too.
Yeah, I think she is. She would have to be ground and pounding though, man. She got to be
Yeah,
quick, man.
absolutely.
Shoot. John said it's hard to believe that this was only Alexa's first win since upsetting Valentina in 2023. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, man? Before I go, BJ, I want to ask you though, like, because I was going to do a video on this. I'm going to say,
Uh-oh.
what if Grasso? What if they chose not to do the third? What? Well, yeah. What if they chose not to do the third fight? Like, do you think that would have been better for the division?
I think I think it would have caused a little bit more of a shakeup in the division, but by now it would have played out. You know what I'm saying? Because Valentina probably still would have fought Manon next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by that time, it would have been time for her to get, especially being a long reigning champ, it would have been time for her to fight for the belt again, just like they did Robert Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been.
Or
Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, do you think Valentina would have fought though? Because if Valentina had, Grasso Valentina 2 was a draw, you think they would have given the shot to Aaron though? Because I think they probably would have given a shot to Aaron at the time.
Yeah,
We
at
would
the
have had
time, yeah.
Grasso
If
and
they, if
Aaron.
they yeah, if they would have moved on from the Valentina fight, then yeah, they would have gave it to Aaron. They would have gave the shot to Aaron for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Macy would have been hollering for her to get the shot.
And then she
I
probably
mean, you know what I'm saying? Macy would have been hollering, you know, give me my title shot like Jessica I did.
and she would have wound up getting stopped by somebody else along the way. I think.
Probably.
Mm. But BJ, man, I don't want to keep you, man. We've been on
Oh,
this show
yes,
for minutes,
sir.
so just to let everybody know before you go where we can follow you at.
Yes, sir. Right over here on YouTube at No Filter MMA. Definitely come over and subscribe, guys. We keep it live and popping over there too. No filters ever to be found in there. Oh, Easy E, come on. He said Jessica Black Eye. Yeah,
Jessica
guys,
Pink, Jessica
so
Pink Eye.
pink eye, yeah, for real. But yeah, right here on No Filter MMA, guys.
All right. Yeah, and I guess next time you go live over there, just shoot me a link, man. We can chop
Oh
it up
yeah,
over there.
absolutely.
Definitely. I know I got some things to do this week, but hey, I'll make some time.
Yes, sir. Hey,
When,
most
when's that
definitely.
next rear naked smoke? I most forget to
I'm
ask.
trying to, dude. Two Beast has been missing. I've been trying to contact
Oh yeah,
him.
I saw him in the chat earlier. You
I hit,
said
hey,
something to him in
Two
the
Beast.
chat.
If you listen, check your Discord messages, bruh.
He said,
I know he got a lot to say now. I'm trying to set it up with my boy.
yeah, because I tried to
Yeah,
tune in that last one, man, but I didn't know what happened to the audio, man. I
yeah.
was like,
His
what is it?
audio wasn't coming. His audio wasn't working right.
He want them styrofoam cups still, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We hopefully this week. I'm down to do it this week. So yeah, just let me know. Hit me up in on Discord, Stamina. I mean, Two B.
Two piece. All right, y'all. But yeah, it's been a good one, been a real one. Yeah, but we gonna be here all week because this was a big shakeup for flyweight, y'all.
Yep, yep.
And on that note, BJ, I will catch you in 14 days.
And 14 days, 15 days. Remember, because today Monday.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. We're gonna make y'all wait an extra day.
Yes, sir. All right, dog. Peace out, man.
Later, man.
Later.
All right, y'all. On that note, yeah, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and you'll catch us live this whole week and over at No Filter MMA. I am out. Peace.